Peace, grace, and love to you, beloved partners, members, and viewers all over the world. My name is Akharamhe Ebenezer Udukhagene from Nigeria, Senior Partner Daily Christian Wisdom International. It's my pleasure to welcome you to this year's first quarter Daily Christian Wisdom International Partners Conference with the theme, The New Wine. Scripture is from Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 8. I will go straight to analyze it by what I have written down. It's on all our outlets, you can read them on our timelines. And it says, Thus saith the Lord, as the new wine is found in the cluster, and one saith, Destroy it not, for a blessing is in it, so will I do for my servants' sakes, that I may not destroy them all. Isaiah 65 and verse 8. So we will go straight to what is written and we'll read through and then we'll talk a little. God bless you as you follow along. The busiest place in the world now is not the markets, schools, churches, or social clubs. It is the internet. All other meeting places have opening and closing hours, but the internet is ever open to surfers from anywhere in the world. Businesses and relationships are thriving well on the net. The most populated branch of the internet is the social medias. The bad and good wants to socialize. Moreover, it seems the bad ones dominate the social media because of what happens there. The good are skeptical about belonging on social media for the bad reports they have heard or read about it. Such phobia must be overcome now. The social media would have been banned by God if it were not useful to his work. Hear the word of God. Thus saith the Lord, as the new wine is found in the cluster, and one says, Destroy it not, for a blessing is in it, so will I do for my servants' sake, that I may not destroy them all. God has servants everywhere, even as evangelism is a duty to every Christian. For the sake of God's servants on the social medias, a blessing is in it, so God will not destroy it. Truth be said, the internet fraudsters, the prostitutes, hypocrites, and all form of evil thriving on the air are enough for God to destroy the internet. I hear someone say God cannot. Believe me, God can destroy the social media if he so deem it fit. Howbeit, the new wine is found in the social media, and God will not destroy it because a blessing is in it. The new wine is the gospel of Jesus Christ. We see in Matthew chapter 9 from verse 14 to verse 7, which talks about he will not put a new wine in an old bottle, but they will put a new wine in a new bottle so that he can save it. That is what salvation is all about. That is why everybody that is born again, any man that is in Christ, is a new creature. All things have passed away, behold, all things have become new. So we go on, which is aimed at reaching the ends of the earth in hope of Christ's return. Matthew chapter 24 verse 24. That tells us that before Christ will come, we will have the message have reached all the parts of the world. So if we have hope of him coming, then we have to preach. The social media is a very useful and fast medium to this end. This is a call to Christians on the social medias to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ there, which is the power of God unto salvation. It is time to wine here. Yes, let all the new bottles be opened and share the new wine. God is faithful who has called us to use the social medias as a tool for his glory. You know, this is what is written down for the sake of the conference. But I want to go straight to the point to explain briefly. The social media is man's created world, and we have to bring God into it. God created the whole world and he brought us in to work. That is how God has blessed a man with the idea. Mark Zuckerberg, God bless him, for he is the inspiration behind the Facebook, and we have the WhatsApp, we have the Twitter, we have all other forms. You know, there is a part Christ said that you will witness for him and you will get to the uttermost part of the earth. How will you get there? How fast we Apostle Paul able to go? How far can your preacher go? How far can any other one go? But we give God the glory that there is a social media. There are countries that are said to be non-Christian countries, but with the social media you can get there. There are countries that you will never get to for the rest of your life, but with the social media you will get there. So you see, we have an advantage. If we have a desire to preach Christ, we have to do it on the social media. I'm calling on all Christians. There is a new wine, and that is the gospel that you have received. You know it is new because you have tasted it. Some other persons haven't. You see all the bad girls and the bad boys, you think they don't care. They really care if there is somebody to tell them. You will spend some couple of minutes or some time on the social media. You post your photos, you post your postures, and all of the things you did the whole day without Christ being mentioned. And you call yourself a Christian. Remember that God is not going to destroy the social media because there is a blessing in it. What is the blessing? The gospel that I preach, that you preach, that we must preach, so that Christ can be heard all over the world. So I charge all Christians with this message. The new wine, as it is the theme for the Daily Christian Wisdom Quarterly Conference, and this is the first for the partners. I believe that when you go through the processes of this conference, as we will continue from on the 1st to on the 3rd of March 2018, you will receive that signal from heaven that will persuade you, that will push you, that will give you a force to go on. Facebook is just like the cluster. God can actually press it and get it out, but because of the blessing in it, just as the farmer will say to the child, don't walk in the farm, the melons are growing, the corn, or the grain is growing, don't walk there. That is just how God is going to spare the Facebook, is going to spare the WhatsApp, is going to spare the social media. Like I said in the reading section, we have those who go with nude photos on the media, we have those who tell lies, we have those with fake news, but all of that. But if you will post Christ, and I will post Christ, and somebody else will post Christ from Canada, from Uganda, from Togo, from Nigeria, from America, from Washington DC, I can get a message from there, you can get a message from there. These are places that you can't easily access, but with the social media you get in touch with them, and that is the importance of it. This is what we are emphasizing in this conference. Partners, there are things that we must do. We must preach Christ to the world with everything that we have. I told somebody, I wish my Facebook account is mine to post all the pictures in the world, but there is no time for that. There is more time for God. There is more things to do. There are people to be reached. Daily Christian Wisdom came on Facebook there about 2013. Less than 6 years now. And we are in touch with over 95 countries of this world on earth here. There are places that the gospel won't reach, but on the social media. And you know what? The countries may say we don't want Christ, but their children are on the Facebook, their brothers, their sisters, they are there. They are on the social media networks. As the message is going on your timeline, somebody else will see it, another person will see it, another person will see it. This is how we are able to build our partnership all together. Thank God for the lives of Mrs. Kapana Sharma. She has been a blessing and a mother indeed. Thank God for the lives of Dana Gordon Thompson. She has been a blessing. That's my prophetess. God bless you. And thank God for the lives of Pastor Praise Guavusa, who is also partnered with me in this ministry. And we thank God for Goodness Bolnale. We thank God for Jonathan Olohigbe. We thank God for all of our partners. These persons have been blessings. For Loke, who is now in Canada. All of these blessings are coming from this gospel that we are preaching. You need to join. We need to get Christ across to the world. You are the bottle. The new wine is the word of God that is in you, the salvation in you. You have got to give it out. This is the time. Don't waste it. Again, welcome. This is just a team charge. You will receive more of blessed messages. God bless you as you follow. Don't get tired. And whatever you need, there will be a prayer section, and the Lord is going to bless you. Keep faith. God bless you.